In this brief tutorial today, I'm going to show you how to convert some of your notes that you took to the actual writing or the body paragraphs. So I'm going to use the example that I used in week 11 in that chart with foods, and I actually selected the column that is much better of the two, so I had you choose last week whether column A or column B would be better note taking. And obviously column B is better because it's a little more in depth. So what we're going to do first, the first thing that you want to do when creating a body paragraph, remember these are going to be on slides, so it's not going to look the same because yours is in a presentation, mine is on a paper. The first thing you're going to do is write a topic sentence. So I'm just going to reference the fact that I'm going to use, let's just say, Mexico as an example, which some of you may be using, and these facts may or may not be accurate. I didn't research Mexico. I've been there, so I'm using some of my background knowledge, which is something we talked about this week as well. But that topic sentence is going to have to do with the foods. So I'll say something along the lines of, in Mexico, there are many different regions. Therefore, there are many different types of foods and different spices that are used. So I brought my topic sentence, so I'm stating again where, and I should capitalize that, where I'm talking about, and then I'm going to tell you what I'm going to be talking about. So there are different regions, and therefore there are different foods and spices that are used. So then I'm going to go on, and remember this is just a single paragraph. So then I'm going to look back at my notes here, and I am going to kind of reference each of these facts. And hopefully you have more than just the three, but if you only have three, you can make a pretty solid paragraph for that. So I'm going to say something along the lines of, looking at the different regions of Mexico, I am, or sorry, I'm trying to think and talk and type all at the same time. Looking at the different regions of Mexico, there are going to be a handful of different regions. In the north, comma, and this is where if I actually researched and found the different foods that were used in the different regions, I would list them. So in the north, blank, and I'm just going to say that because I'm not sure exactly what it is, and I don't want to give you false information. In the Yucatan Peninsula, which for some of you who have been to, for example, Cancun, that's where that is. In the Yucatan Peninsula, most of the food is made with blank. And actually, I think that is corn, but I don't want to, again, give you false information. So then I'd go through that with each of the different regions. So then I would say in central Mexico, the main type of food, oops, I'm struggling here, type of food is blank, and so on and so forth. So as you can see, in that one fact that I had up here that I learned about, I already have 4 or 5 solid sentences because I'm talking about the different regions. Now I'm going to go on to my next fact. So, and again, I'm not positive of these are from my experiences, but I would then say something along the lines of, in all of Mexico, there are certain spices that are commonly used. Many of those have to do with the farming industry and contain strong spices. Some of the main spices you may find in food evolve around the pepper. And I would go on, so on and so forth. So as you can see, I took these 2 different facts that I found, which are very common, they're very short. So in my notes, they're very short, they're to the point, and then I turn them into sentences and I expanded upon them. So each one of these, so the food is going to be the main topic of a paragraph, then each of these is going to be another subtopic, and then within those topics you have supporting details, and those can be found in your background knowledge or in other research that you did. So that's why it's important that you have good research.